Welcome back to Andy Films Practice. This isn't all of my practices, it turns out, of course, because I, one, wouldn't do that. I wouldn't film all of my practicing. But two, most of my practicing is intentionally leaving guitars in my way so that my ADHD picks one up and plays it for 15 minutes every once in a while. And that's how I got my 10,000 hours. Or however many you're supposed to have. Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm, if you're watching, tune, what am I trying to say? Oh. I'm gonna play a lot of the same songs I played last time, to be totally honest with you, but I won't maybe do them in that order. What do we want to warm up with? This brings you. Out of state plate since we rode out of Charleston, driving away from a place we barely been. And you're laying in the back of Whitman in the sunshine. I wonder if we'll roll on back again. Wake me when we cross another border, or wake me if we're lost in Tennessee. But when I see the sunset dancing off your shoulder, I think I'll just go and let you sleep. Now these moments go like radio, it's another tune, another mile. My engine hums a call to Carolina. And every song worth singing ends in time. Daddy said once, son, you must remember, the key to living life down to the last is looking down the road in that rear mirror, and knowing that you can't stay in the past. Yeah, moments go another tune, another mile. My engine hums a call to Carolina. But every song we're singing ends in time. Yeah, these moments go like radio. It's another tune, another mile. God, Carolina. Every song we're singing ends in time. you can't see. So I've got a cat down here who's just fucking with all of my stuff constantly. Hello, Miris. Here. If we're... Miris, baby Morris. This is Morris. He's the fluffy one. I've got an orange one who comes around here too. But this is the mischievous one. This is the one that ruins all my stuff. When he gets upset that he can't go outside, which he's an indoor cat, he's not allowed outside. But, you know, when he gets upset that he's not allowed to go outside, he will knock books off the shelf. He'll pull them off one by one until we open the door and let the screen door be there so he can look out the screen door. No matter what hour it is. 3 a.m. Yeah, cats. You can't have my pick. Stop. You're nuts. The reason a bunch of these songs are going to be the same is because I'm working on an album. And it's exciting, a little nerve-wracking, because I've never really done a full album. I've only ever done like the live EPs. And so I'm in the process of trying to figure out how they go, what I want them to sound like with full bands and things. I keep throwing my pick. But these are the songs. Call It Carolina, that was just a warm-up. But these are the songs. These are going to be the album songs. And so far anyway, they're going to be in this order. I don't know if it'll stay that way, but we'll see. So anyways, what I have to do is try and remember to sing the melody and not just sing whatever I want to sing, which is one of my biggest flaws. I don't like singing a consistent melody. I make stuff up all the time. I don't really sing consistent words even. I change the words all the time. So I'm working on being intentional, a little more intentional. Actually, I'm gonna wear my glasses even, so I can read the lyrics and not make them up. No, I don't need that. Middle of nowhere, it's a cold little graveyard, and a headstone engraved in my name. Every so often I drive out to see him, and everything out there is the same. So I sit and smoke spirits, and nothing comes near it, alone at the end of my flame, waiting on cyclones to tear up the tombstones planted on Midwestern Pain. 5 generations we farmed in this nation, praying on harvests and rain, till corpos and bulldozers flattened our neighbors and drove all the others insane. Away, drove all the others away. So now when I roll down the main street of our town, the houses and storefronts remain, but the folks have all vanished, 'cause billionaires banished them off of the Midwestern Plains. This land is Pilgrims in Paisley, dressed up with no place to go. So offer thy fealty, swear on Columbus's ghost. Marley won't tell you nothing Lakota don't know. In the middle of nowhere, Eden or Iowa, stars hang a stone's throw away. And I sit and sift through the sins of my fathers and can't find one reason to stay. But at dawn in the distance, a heart cries resistance. It echoes out wild and sustained. His home on the prairie is hereditary. He'll liberate Midwestern Pain. Debating whether or not that needs a big ending or not. So as you can see, all of these songs are kind of works in progress. Lyrics change, melodies change. This one, this next one, I should say, Bye Bye Mary. It's an old song. I've had this song for years, and I have changed the lyrics for the first time in kind of a long time. And the album key is what we are working for. This is what I'm practicing for. The album key is, she stole her philosophy from comic books and sitcoms, had a master's in ethics by the age of 15, which I hit right then, but I don't always. And so I've been playing it kind of like tuned down. I play it with a capo in a different key. But I have heard almost uniformly that this version isn't good. They don't like this one. She stole her philosophy from comic books and sitcoms. People don't like that. So I'm gonna practice it in the key it's supposed to be. Can you see him? What an angel. You know? What an angel. This is what we do it all for. I'm sending him to college. She stole her philosophy from comic books and sitcoms, had a master's in ethics by the age of 15. Folks say she has stars for eyes, locked behind her Ray-Bans, a small town city slicker, and acid washed jeans. Her best friend is in Louisville. She's stashed behind a dresser, 'cause swinging is the only way she's ever going down. She isn't keen on social cues or keeping up appearances. She says she'll never need them once she's buried this town. And she hears the trains blow full steam around midnight. The dreams that carry her off. My Mary, we know you'll never marry, so why bury your feet in the ground? Fly, Mary, away to some big city, singing bye, Mary. See you around. Now, Daddy was a salesman chasing waiters on the weekends, and Mama's love was buried under words she wouldn't use. But Mary's more than destiny, she's bigger than her fortune. She doesn't see the hand you dealt as something you could lose. And she is a train blowing steam round midnight, and the dreams that carry her on. My Mary, we know you'll never marry, so why bury your feet in the ground? Fly, Mary, away to some big city, singing bye, Mary. We'll see you. Bye, Mary. We'll see you around. And it is better in that key. So, my haters were right. But see, now I've got this voice thing. Out of practice. Keep in practice, kids. This is what happens when you stop singing for a couple years. I think this is a piano song, this next one. But, but it always helps to have multiple versions of different songs. In fact, this song is pretty similar to Delta, and so maybe I'll do guitar Delta in a minute. There's a torn up ticket stub, sun bleached beyond deciphering, but I bet you know which film we saw. It was something black and white, with names you're supposed to recognize, and it felt like it was 9 hours long. Anyway, I've got it stashed in a box with random artifacts from a move I never found the nerve to quit. Anyway, it has the power to conjure empty theater parking lots if you ever hold the other half of it. There's a moment when the past began without my noticing. The set changed while I was looking at my phone. And by the time I realized the headlights, spotlights are right in front of me, I wake up from the nightmare on my Anyway, that's how it feels, like a scene I haven't memorized. So I improvise, but nothing ever fits. Anyway, it falls apart. It's a sappy little monologue without you to hold the other half. No, without you to read the other half of it. Anyway, that's all to say that I realized I'm forgetting you, and time is short and all that other shit. Anyway, you'll break away like a wishbone from my memory, but it's nice to hold the other half of it. Good song, Maris. Good job. I kind of butchered that one, so I'm probably going to do it again. It's not a very interesting thing to do, so you can skip this. I try to add a little thing down at the bottom. So if you see a song that you like, you can go find them, because I don't really expect anyone to be watching me fumble through for an hour and a half. All right. We're gonna take it seriously. Sometimes with songs like this, it helps to get in the headspace of like the character you created, because that's what's happening in a song. Right, all of these songs have like little bits and pieces of me, like little bits and pieces of stories that are real, that are my life. But none of them are nonfiction. All of my songs are fiction. And they just have little kind of splotches here and there of real life things. So if I can tap into the real life things, normally it's the feeling. The details, the plot, less important. But the feeling, that's an authentic thing. That's a real thing. And so if you have a real feeling, and you convey that real feeling, it kind of doesn't matter what words you use, that's the thing that will connect to somebody. Now, if you can do it with style and have nice words, that helps. But ultimately, it's the feeling you're trying to create. It's why classical music works. It doesn't need lyrics. You create a feeling with music. And so I'm trying to create a feeling here. And this is like, it's that specific kind of melancholy, the melancholy of a like friendship that has lapsed, and not for like great reasons. I mean, this is a romantic song, so I mean a romance that has lapsed, and not for great reasons. But is not, you're not going back to it. You know, the world keeps spinning. You meet new people, you find other things, you go and do other stuff. So this song it's like, I guess it's mourning a little bit. It's how do you mourn people who aren't in your life anymore. And so if you can tap into that, now, you can't go overboard with it. If you go overboard with it, you start doing accents and things, you'll be in trouble. So, watch out for that. That's an Andy songwriting tip. Don't do accents. There's a torn up ticket stub, sun bleached beyond deciphering, but I bet you know which film we saw. It was something black and white, with names you're supposed to recognize, and it felt like it was 9 hours long. Anyway, I've got it stashed in a box with random artifacts from a move I never found the nerve to quit. Anyway, it has the power to conjure empty theater parking lots if you ever hold the other half of it. There's a moment when the past began without my noticing. The set changed while I was looking at my phone, and by the time I realized the headlights, spotlights are right in front of me, I wake up from the nightmare on my own. Anyway, that's how it feels. Like a scene I haven't memorized, so I improvise, but nothing ever fits. Anyway, it falls apart. It's a sappy little monologue without you to read the other half of it. Anyway, that's all to say that I realized I'm forgetting you, and time is short and all that other shit. Anyway, you'll break away like a wishbone from my memory, but it's nice to hold the other half of it. It's not a guitar song, so I'm allowed to mess it up. But that was better than the first time. So I go on that big long tangent about how songs aren't about me, and then I come to a song that is about as much about me as it can possibly be. But you know, theoretically, you know, the songs aren't about me. More often than not, they're not about me. They're about feelings. And this is a feeling too. This is that feeling when you are in a place, the feeling you're trying to cultivate, right? You're in a place directionless. And before you were there, right, it was everything to be there. Like all you did was work toward this moment to be here, and then you're there. And then nothing happens, which is devastating. It's a really deep feeling, really dark, deep. I'm very dark and deep and brooding and mysterious, you'll find. Mysterious is... mysterious I should probably take off the list. There's a chorus clinging to Broadway, 1,001 of a kind, and a shadow dancing on neon that'll never be mine. There's a heartbreak waiting to happen, a half dozen more in a pack. and a sinking quicksand sensation draining my glass. And I'm stuck here waiting for something. I'm stuck here screwing around, stuck here spinning my wheels in somebody else's town. I'm mixing up songs now. Gotta be careful about that. When I met her, she was a firefly sprung from a mason jar pound. Ladybug luck, melancholy, and runaway bound. She said I left home quick as a ballet. I fired myself into the air. I sung over the freeway, aiming for anywhere. And now I'm stuck here waiting for something. I'm stuck here screwing around, stuck here spinning my wheels in somebody else's town. Now most nights feel like the last one, and most days drag on the same. Most nights feel like the last one. Nothing's changed. When she moved in, I was a scarecrow, driving off anything kind. But she saw through all of my stuffing and changed my mind. So we're stuck here waiting for something, stuck here screwing around, stuck here planting our kingdom in somebody else's ground, in somebody else's town. So that song's about Nashville. Which I miss in a number of ways, but would never, ever, ever, ever move back to. He says, creating tape of things that can be used against him. What, Morris? There's a squirrel outside, it's taunting him. There's a power line that runs right by the window. He sits here by the window and watches it. Or they watch each other. It's a relationship of a kind. Tentative. posted this one the other day. I couldn't help myself. It's not even a good version of it. I didn't even do it justice. But you know, that's the kind of nature of it. You write a protest song and then you finish the song and then you see something that you're pissed off about and you have nothing to do. And so what you do is you post the song. And who gives a shit if it's bad? Because you can just redo it again later. So this is a protest song. I wrote it ages ago, and it's only really taken shape now. Honestly, after Sinead O'Connor died, I came up with the bridge, but I was writing a new song that was vaguely in her style, and then I found this one, What the Lions Leave, and it was the other half of this song that I had started writing, but I had already written it ages ago. And so I sort of merged the two and sanded off the edges and revised, and now it's this thing, which I'm pretty proud of. I think it works. So. Swampy asphalt heat simmers off the city streets, sweating over gilded marble halls. Monuments in white stand sentry in the night, lording over peasants on the mall. Oh, say, can you see the scavengers around? They look just like me, they're foaming at the mouth. I wonder how much longer we'll consent to be left thrifting through the corpses. Lions leave. Another vote goes by, the color of their ties, while their offices like lives are bought and sold. The laws that serve the strong are never questioned long. In honorific coward strangleholds. Oh, say, can you see the predators around? Say they're just like me, and no one dares to doubt, 'cause anyone reflecting will find it hard to eat the table scraps and doggy bones. What the lions leave. Oh, sister, I've tried telling the truth. Oh, sister, it hides time and again. And oh, sister, I'm tired of nothing to lose. Oh, sister, we're home with the dead. Oh, say, can you see the dissidents around? They're picketing the streets Just listen to the sound of footfalls on the pavement, rallies on the wind, rattling the cages outside the lion's den. Hey, we can feel excuses running out, promise that we're free, then shoot us when we shout. Every voice in anger joins 'cause it believes in something more than aces up crony dickhead sleeves. And no one out here marching is still content to bleed in silence in the soup lines until the lions leave. The first lyric to that song is swampy, which is an awful, awful, awful song or word to sing. Swampy. Swampy. It's gross. It's a terrible word to start a song with, but Washington, D.C. literally is built in a swamp. It just keeps falling into a swamp. It's why it's so muggy. And it is swampy heat. Anyone who's ever been in DC knows it's like when it's hot and it's gross and humid, it is concrete swamp. Gross. Thank you, Founding Fathers. We had to be closer to Thomas Jefferson's slaves. Sorry. I mean... I won't do Welcome to the Planet again. We'll skip it. We'll do Tumblin. Tumblin's come a long way. This was the prompt for this song. Was basically take a nursery rhyme and rewrite it. And so I chose Jack and Jill as mine, because that is a story that is funny to me. I mean, I think there's probably some, English meaning to it that I don't know or really care about. But the dynamic of a male character leading a female character to her doom happens over and over in literature. And in this nursery rhyme, Jill goes tumbling after her, and that line is so good, even for a nursery rhyme. Nursery rhymes can have good lines, and that is a good line. Jill goes tumbling after her. Went tumbling after her. And so, this song, Tumblin', is my take on Jack and Jill. And I've added a kind of like Cinderella Man meets Macbeth kind of angle to it, which it didn't need, but Jack was one hell of a fighter. He never was one to make plans. Jack never never shouldered a problem that he couldn't take down with his hands. The newspapers called him a champion, and coming for call, coming for call, coming for call, called him a king. But to Jill he grew ever more distant each time that he rolled from the ring. The doctor said Jack couldn't take it, too many shots to the head. Hang up your boots and retire, son, or we'll size you a coffin instead. Oh, but Jack wasn't born to be nothing, to idle while lesser men bled. Jill knew that quitting was almost as good as admitting he's dead. Jack told her he was immortal, and Jill said she already knew. Jack stepped in blood to the waistline, and Jill got her hands dirty too. Jill held the bag and played trainer, patched up the odd cut old bruise, iced all the spots that were aching, never said give up or lose. And Jack rose like no man before him, fight, fight after night, rain or shine, stacking the hill he could climb, he could die on, higher than any would climb. Jill told him they were immortal, and Jack said it's all 'cause of you. And Jill was his partner of greatness, and Jack was her ingenue. Then Jack stood across from a stranger, shaking a pale deja vu. Red corn champion, size and a challenger, and the red corner facing the blue. The bell rang and time stopped completely. Then rang again and was through. Challenger crowned a new champion, the champion cloven in two. Jack told her they were immortal, but Jill had a feeling he knew. Jack took a fall in the 5th round, and Jill went tumbling too. Tumbling too. Tumbling too. there gonna be a song in here that I don't fuck up in some like tiny way at least once? No. And I'm out of bubbler. Yeah, I have a sparkling water and I have a regular flat water. And they play off of each other. You see. You have the bubbles, and then you have the flat, and then you have the flat, and then you have the bubbles. It's all about sensation, you know. This song is in Dadgad. Which is to say that the strings are tuned in a different way. When you go see your favorite band, and they do a song like this, they have whole different guitars, and a different guy will come out and hand them a different guitar. That's why people use different guitars and different sounds is also, you know, why people want different guitars. But more often than not, they're changing guitars because they're tuned differently. And it's annoying to have to do this, so. I love this tuning. There's a Jackson Browne song that I do not know and won't butcher, but it's Stunning Mystery Companion, My Stunning Mystery Companion, and it's like this. Isbell song, Jason Isbell song, what's that one? Only Children? Is that? Pictures of this farm before us, the old man in a gospel chorus, sleepy and saddle. Yeah. Anyways, it's fun, it's pretty. And I wrote, this is my ode to a green M&M. So maybe love is a great list of reasons why a person shouldn't throw me away. Tally up the points, evaluate the score, and then decide if I should fuck off or stay. Every metric in the making of the rubric is connected to a reason that I'm sad or afraid. Yeah, the devil that I know is in a mirror, and the one I don't's better off at arm's length. But with you, hold me, yeah, you hold me, I know. So maybe love is a Frankenstein creation on a table where the creature is me, replacing parts and making changes until someone sees a person they could stomach to keep. Yet in the end, the monster is his maker does, and I destroy the very lover I was trying to be. So I run off to the Arctic in a bold dramatic rage till I tumble through an iceberg and freeze. But you, hold me, yeah, you. Hold me, and I'm down. This is where like a saxophone solo would go or something. I think that'd be the funniest thing to put here. So I think it's probably going to be a saxophone. I thought that love was jumping off of cliffs till I quit flinching at the sight of the ground. I thought that love was burning all the bridges crossing over into my hometown. But maybe love is for the losers holding hands in the sunrise when there's nobody else around. When you hold me, and there's no one now. That's a fun one. Ugh. Oh my God. I used to sing for 3 hours straight. All those musicians you see gigging, anytime you go to a restaurant and you see a musician playing and you're like, wow, he's not really the best. He is playing an instrument and singing for 3 hours. For 3 hours. And more often than not, they're not even allowed to play their own stuff. You have to cover other people's songs most of the time. You know, so fucking tip them. Because they don't get paid anything. I mean, a little. Not enough. Everyone in the restaurant, it turns out, except everyone in the restaurant isn't getting paid enough. Weird. Weird little system. Even the customers aren't getting paid enough. Did I not? Oh, I'm still in dead good. Right. This is why it's annoying. That was a joke. Hey Joe, I don't know any of the words. It's about him murdering a woman, the song. It's actually about him telling somebody that he murdered a woman. He unfortunately found out that the woman that he'd been sleeping with had been messing around with another man. And so he shoots her. You know, the politics of it all. Where do we begin? Unpacking Jimi Hendrix. or Joe, I should say. Jimi Hendrix wrote the song, but Jimi Hendrix didn't do that. Jimi Hendrix didn't go shoot a woman. He just wrote a song about a guy who shot a woman. And the song feels very passionate. It feels like, oh, okay, maybe I can understand where he's coming from. But no, shooting people's wrong. You know, it's a bad thing to do. Don't do it. Don't shoot people. There's one thing you learn from me. It's don't shoot people. Here's a song about not shooting people. I hear the train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sun shining, I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom prison and time keeps dragging on. That train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't never play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And I hear that lonesome whistle, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I knew I had it coming. Now I can't be free. Yeah, those people keep a moving. That's what tortures me. If they freed me from the prison, if a railroad train was mine, I'd probably move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom prison. That's where I wanna stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Don't shoot people. Don't shoot people. The United States government's gonna put you on a train. A prison train. Snowpiercer. If anyone's ever seen that movie. This is Folsom Prison Blues is about, it's not about real prison, Folsom Prison. It's not about that real place that exists to this day. I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know that. I don't know that Folsom Prison is still open. But there are plenty just like it, you know. Johnny Cash cared very deeply about prisoner rights. And I remember being pretty young. He was like, Johnny Cash was like the first guy who I was enamored with. Loved him. He was just the coolest. And he was already like 70 when I was like, but I was just like, something about him, you know. I still do. I have a really special, fond place for Johnny in my heart. That's the Nashville connection. And prison abolition. Yeah, I think working with Johnny would have been cool, you know. Imagine all those people. He used to do shows in prisons, which would be cool. I'd like to do that. Because just because we lock them up doesn't mean they're not people, you know? And they deserve songs. And in fact, I would say if we lock them up with the hopes that they would one day be better people, they're gonna need music and care and love. So. I might have knocked this guitar out of tune. I work a 9 to 5, but not the kind I went to college for. The kind my folks can brag about at church, at the grocery store, to all their friends. The kids who wound up lawyering or doctoring instead of stocking shelves. But I made peace working through the night while everyone is sleeping in their beds next to people they adore. 'Cause I'm keeping all my money socked away inside dresser drawers no one's ever cared about or used. When I blow this town, I'll be gone. When I blow this town. There's a van out in the parking lot collecting dents and dust, and most nights I can feel the steering wheel in hand. Despite the rust, I feel a kindred kind of spirit that the cowboy must have felt inside the loyalist of steeds. I imagine all the furniture I own packed in a bed and get the feeling that if I could load it up, I'd get ahead of all the troubles washing over me, wearing down the levees I have built to keep alive. When I blow this town, I'll be gone. Nothing to pin me down, I'll be gone. When I blow this town. I'd drive that van as far as it'll go. My dreams, I ride it off the end of all I know. All I this town, I'll be gone. Nothing to pin me down, I'll be gone. But when I blow this town, I'll be gone. When I blow this town, I'll be gone. When I blow this town, tuner is my phone. I don't have a snark anymore. We'll do harmonics. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just remember how to do it. Wait, I missed one. Oh, I skipped Becoming. Or I don't have it in here? I lost a song. Oh, now they're all out of order. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Okay, the last song, and it isn't the last song on the album, actually. 9 to 5, I think, is going to be the last song on the album. The last song, whenever I was asked what I would be, as a rock, or Laura Croft, or Obi-Wan Kenobi. I wasn't worried about World War III or anything. I wasn't anxious yet. But I was plagued by masculinity, workshopping jokes instead of notes and trigonometry. I was a failed launch, spitting noxious fumes and flames around me. Wanna be astronaut, but I got stopped before my chance to leave. I've been writing myself all this time. Now the words aren't coming. I've been working on myself all this time. Now the words aren't coming. I played it a little fast. The song is about me being queer, and so I get nervous playing it. I've never played it. I mean, I haven't had the chance to play it in front of people because I wrote this song within the last couple of years, and I don't play in front of people anymore. So, how's that for, mask off behind the curtain? But I'm trying to get back, and that's kind of what this song is about. It's about ownership of yourself, because I think that that's something I didn't understand until I read enough, until I wrote enough, until I thought enough about myself and about my past and about who I am, and why I am the way I am. So I wrote this song. It didn't start out to be a coming out song, but it is. And I suppose I should probably own that if I'm gonna play it. So that's what it is. Becoming. Whenever I was asked what I would be, I was the rock. My original line was I was the rock or Static Shock or Obi-Wan Kenobi, because Static Shock was so cool. I love Static Shock, but Laura Croft is as cool, obviously. And for the rhyme's sake, I'm stretching my legs. Sorry, you can't see that. I just realized. I sit on the floor when I play. I always have. I kind of prefer it. What am I gonna put? If I stand up, I'm gonna burn calories. We can't have that. Yeah, I use Laura Croft because I'm non-binary, you know, and because I'm not a man. I'm not, I never have been. It didn't apply to me. But I spent so much time thinking that it should apply to me. I don't know why I'm recording these. Whenever I was asked what I would be, I was The Rock or Laura Croft or Obi-Wan Kenobi. Wasn't worried about World War III or anything. I wasn't anxious yet. But I was plagued by masculinity, workshopping jokes instead of notes and trigonometry. I was a failed launch, spitting noxious fumes and flames around me. Wanna be astronaut, but I got caught before my time to leave. I've been trying to write myself half my life. Now the words aren't coming. I've been lying to myself all that time. Say the words aren't coming. I think I have a new first line to this, but I don't know that I remember it off the top of my head. I rewrote it. I was a corpse without a corpse in front of me. No, that's not right. That's an old version. Anyways, I obviously don't know it enough yet, and that's why I have to print out lyrics. Well, I can plug the first video in this series. I did do that song, and I did do that song all the way through with all the lyrics. So if you want to see it, you can go there. But I'm gonna play other stuff now. That's the album. Whenever it manifests, that's what it'll be. Delta stole you away on a cloudy, rain-shaded day, in a movie scene that never seemed to pass. And the wipers on my car weren't getting very far in cleaning off the names your finger painted on the glass. And all I ever wanted was to hang on to a smile smile, but all they did was disappear. And all I ever wanted was to hold on for a while, 'cause it never felt like love without you here. Delta stole you and flew you off to someplace warmer. Delta stole you and I cursed the name at every corner, and I prayed to every red light in my way. But they always changed to green. So the space between, no. Yeah, no, whoa. So the space between the places where we each thought we might stay grew farther and farther away. And all I ever wanted was to hang on to a smile, and all they did was disappear. And all I wanted was to hold on for a while, 'cause it never felt like love without you here. Maybe I exaggerate, 'cause I can't articulate exactly what it means to grow apart. Maybe I exaggerate, 'cause the truth is complicated, and most nights it's just easier to say Delta stole you away. Delta stole you away. When all I wanted was to hang on to a smile, and all they did was disappear. And all I wanted was to hold on for a while, 'cause I wasn't whole without you near. And all I wanted was to see you down the aisle. So now I'm petrified by fear. If all that's left between the two, 'cause if all that's left between the two of us is miles, and nothing feels like love without you here, will it ever feel like love without you here? I don't know what to play next. I'm almost out. And that means practice is over. This practice is over. an interesting thing that I hadn't thought about when I started this, because I just can't help myself. I'm playing music because I like it. I'm not playing music to make money, obviously. I'm not, and I'm doing it because I love it. I do, and I love writing songs. And how's that? Why am I doing this? Because I hate it here. Not on Earth, but in what we've made of it. It's hard. And I love teaching. It's very fulfilling. I love doing it. And I'll continue to do that as long as it pays the bills. But I can't help but turn my art projects into something marketable to sell for money so that I can do anything besides work and labor. I hate it. I would teach for free. And so I'm doing this series where I record my practices, and the thing I hadn't considered is that at the end of it, I'll have this record of growth, which I've never done really for myself, not in the same kind of way, where I can go, here's episode 1, that was last time, this is episode 2, and who knows how long this goes, but at some point, X will be episode in the future, long in the future. I'll be at episode X and I'll go back to episode 1 and I'll go, wow, what a difference. Which is fun, because we're still growing, aren't we? 31 years old, and I learn something new every day. I think we should all be learning new things all the time. I just want to spend all of my days learning and teaching and playing music instead of laboring, instead of toiling. But it's the summer. And summer hits just as hard as a teacher.